Hello everyone, a warm welcome to a session on CET Mathematics. Myself Indira from the Department of Mathematics, Manipal Institute of Technology, Manipal. Today's topic on CET Mathematics discussion is areas and differential equations. First, let us look at some problems on areas. So consider, suppose say this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is the origin, and you have a curve y is equal to f of x. Suppose say this is the line x is equal to a and this is the line x is equal to b. You are interested in finding how much is this area. So the area bounded by x-axis and the curve y is equal to f of x between the ordinates x equal to a and x equal to b is given by integral of y dx from a to b. If the area is bounded by, suppose say you have the area y is equal to, or let me check, suppose say the function is something like this. This is x is equal to g of y and you would like to find out what this area is. This area is bounded between say y is equal to c and y is equal to d. Okay, so the area is given by integral x dy where y varies from c to d. So one thing that you have to remember is if the area is bounded by x-axis, integral y dx. If the area is bounded by y-axis, integral x dy. And if the area is below x-axis, instead of y, you should write minus y. Suppose say this is the area that you need to find. Then it is below x-axis. Below x-axis y is negative, so to make the area positive you have to multiply it by a minus. Similarly, if you are finding, suppose say this area, that is the area to the left of y-axis where x is negative, you have to replace x by minus x. So the two things that you need to remember is if the area is bounded by x-axis, integral y dx. If the area is bounded by y-axis, it is integral x dy. Okay. So let us look at some questions. The area of the region bounded by y-axis and the curves y is equal to cos x and y is equal to sin x and y-axis. So let us try to draw the graph of the curve. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. Let us say this is pi by 4 and this is pi by 2. Sin x goes from 0 to pi by 2. Cos x comes from, so sin x increases from 0 to 1, cos x decreases from 1 to 0. So which is the area that is bounded by y is equal to sin x, y is equal to cos x. This is the curve, y is equal to sin x. This is the curve, y is equal to cos x. And what is asked is the area bounded by y is equal to cos x, y is equal to sin x and y-axis. The area is here, this much. Okay, so this is the area. If area is bounded by y-axis, what is the formula? Integral x dy, right? Now if I have to use integral x dy, then I have to change x as sin inverse y, here cos inverse y, and I have to integrate sin inverse y and cos inverse y. So instead of doing that, can you see that we can instead of doing that, what I'll do is, let me take this as O, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. Can you see that the required area is area of OABCO minus area of OABDO. So the required area is area OABCO minus area OABDO. So for area OABCO, can you see that the area OABCO is bounded by x-axis and the curve y is equal to cos x between the lines 0 and pi by 4. So this area is integral 0 to pi by 4 cos x dx. Similarly, the other area is 0 to pi by 4 sin x dx. Now what is integral of cos x? Is sin x from where to where? 0 to pi by 4. What is integral of sin x? Is minus cos x from where to where? 0 to pi by 4. So this is sin pi by 4 minus sin 0. This minus of minus becomes plus cos pi by 4 minus cos 0. So that gives us, you may not be able to see if I write here, so let me write it here. Sin pi by 4 is 1 by root 2, sin 0 is 0, cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2, cos 0 is 1. So 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2 is 2 by root 2, and 2 by root 2 is root 2 minus 1. So the answer is root 2 minus 1. So what is the technique that I have used? I have taken this area, then I have taken this area, I have subtracted. By taking these two areas, what is the advantage? The area is bounded by x-axis. So formula is integral y dx. So for the upper curve, y is cos x. For the lower curve, y is sin x. Fine. So the answer is root 2 minus 1. Let's go for the next. Area bounded by 6x squared plus 25y squared equal to 400. What exactly this represents? This represents an ellipse. So let us say I will divide it by 400. It is 16x squared by 400 plus 25y squared by 400 is equal to 1. Correct? And what is 16 by 400? 16 2s are 32. 40 minus 32 means 8. 80. 16 5s are. This will be y squared by 25 8s are. No, 25 16s are. So it is, actually you don't have to do the integration to obtain the area. Please remember, if this is the ellipse, if this is A, this is B, area of the ellipse is given by pi AB. What is area of an ellipse? Area bounded by the ellipse is area equal to pi AB. Can you see that in case of circle, A is equal to B, therefore area of circle is pi A into A, which is pi A squared, and that is the standard result that you have learnt. Correct? So area of ellipse is how much? Pi AB. Here A is 5, B is 4. Therefore, the area is pi into 5 into 4, which is 20 pi. That is the second option. It is 20 pi. That is the second option. Let's go for the next question. The area bounded by the curves y is equal to x and y is equal to x cube. So what is y is equal to x represents? It's a straight line equally inclined to both the axes. Correct? It is a straight line. And what does y is equal to x cube represents? It's a curve like this. So this is x-axis. So can you see that although the way I have drawn it is not looking symmetric, let me draw it once again. Can you see that this area and this area are equal? So therefore, I just need to find area as 2 times area in first quadrant. And here, what would be this point? Can you see that? One equation is y is equal to x. Another equation is y is equal to x cube. That gives me x cube is equal to x. So x cube minus x is 0. So this implies if I take out x squared minus 1 is 0. So either x is 0 or x is 1 or x is minus 1. So this is 1, this is the point 0, this is the point minus 1. Okay. Now because of symmetry, I can find the area only. And in CET, you don't have to bother about writing down all the details, area of this minus area of this, nothing. So what you do, area bounded between two curves is integral of curve 1 minus curve 2. That's all. So what is curve 1 here? Is y is equal to x. Minus what is the curve 2? Y is equal to x cube. And from where to where we have to integrate? X varies from 0 to 1. So area bounded between two curves is, you can take curve 1 minus curve 2 into dx between appropriate limits. Of course, you have to draw the graph and see if the curve entirely is above x-axis or entirely below x-axis, or is it 50% is above x-axis, 50% below y-axis. But once you draw, if it is entirely above x-axis, you can just say curve 1 minus curve 2. Now what is integral of x? Is x squared by 2. What is integral of x cube? Is x power 4 by 4 from 0 to 1. So what I get is 2 into 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4. Half minus 1 by 4 means 1 by 4 remains and the value is half. That is second option. I hope that I have not made any mistakes in the calculations. Area is 2 times, because I can find only this area, I can multiply it by 2. So 2 times area in first quadrant, that is area of this minus area of this. See, even this one without integrating also you can find it is area of this triangle. Then integral of x is x squared by 2, x cube is x power 4 by 4. So 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4, that gives you 1 by 4. 2 into 1 by 4 is 1 by 2. So this is done. The area bounded by the curve xy is equal to 4, x-axis, and the lines x equal to 1 and x equal to 3. Now, if you look at xy is equal to 4, can you see that the right hand side is positive? Can you see that the right hand side is positive? Therefore, either both x and y have to be positive or both x and y have to be negative. That means the curve lies in the first quadrant and in the third quadrant. No portion of the curve can be in the second or fourth. Now, can you see that if I take this equation, what I get is y is equal to 4 by x. As x goes to infinity, what happens to y? Y becomes 0. So that means the graph is something like this. When x is small, y is large. Say x is 10 to the power minus 10 means y will be 4 into 10 to the power 10. So y is large, and when x is large, y is small. So this is the graph, and this is actually known as rectangular hyperbola. And for a rectangular hyperbola, remember that eccentricity will always be root 2. Eccentricity of a rectangular hyperbola is root 2. Okay, anyway, now what is asked is the area between 1 and 3. So this is x is 1, x is 2, x is 3. So this is the area that we need to find. Correct? So this is the area that we need to find. So how do I find this area? It is bounded by x-axis and the curve between the lines 1 and 3. So area should be y dx, where x varies from 1 to 3. And what is y from the figure, from the equation, is 4 by x. And what is integral of 1 by x? Is log x. From where to where? 1 to 3. So this is 4 log 3 minus 4 log 1. You have to apply the upper limit and then the lower limit. 4 log 3 and log 1 is 0. So therefore, your answer is 4 log 3. This time also you might get the same question, but they may do some twisting. Instead of xy equal to 4, they may give xy is equal to 1 or xy is equal to 9. Or they may give xy is equal to 4, but instead of 4 log 3, they might give log of 81. Because 4 log 3 is same as what? Log of 3 power 4, which is log 81. Or they may even give 2 log 9. Because this 4 I can write it as 2 into 2. 1, 2 I will shift it to the power of 3. So it becomes 2 log 9. Similar questions will be repeated. Some twisting will be done. So if you are thorough with the concepts, you can easily do it. Next question. Y is equal to x power 4 minus 2x cube plus x squared plus 3 with x-axis and ordinates corresponding to minima of y. So you have to find out, first you have to find the minima of y. So when exactly a function attains a minimum, what are the condition? First order derivative should be 0. Second order derivative, negative means maximum, positive means minimum, right? So let us take up y is x power 4. So dy by dx is what? 4x cube minus 6x square plus 2x. What is d squared y by dx square? 12x square minus 12x plus 2. Now, if I take dy by dx, if I take dy by dx as 0, what I get is 4x cube minus 6x square plus 2x is equal to 0. So, take 2x as common. What remains is 2x squared minus 3x plus 1 equal to 0. So either x should be 0 or 2x squared. This minus 3x, I will write it as minus 2x minus x. So if I take the roots now, it is x minus 1 equal to 0. So you get either 2x minus 1 is 0 or x minus 1 is 0. So what are the roots that you are getting? 0, 1 and half. Now at x equal to 0, what is your derivative? Is 2. Can you see that? This is 0, this is 0, so this is 0, what you get is 2. At x is equal to 1, what is your derivative? Can you see that this will be 12 minus 12, that gets cancelled, so what remains is 2. So this is positive, this is positive. So minima corresponds to what? Minima corresponds to x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1. And here what is asked? Area is bounded by x-axis. Therefore, area is integral y dx, where x will range from 0 to 1. Integral x power 4 minus 2x cube plus x square plus 3 into dx. So this is x power 5 by 5 minus 2x power 4 by 4 plus x cube by 3 plus 3x, varying from 0 to 1. So this gives me 1 by 5 minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 3. So the common denominator is 30. 6 minus 15 plus 10 plus 90. So minus 15 plus 10 will be minus 5. 90 minus 5 will be 85. Plus 6 means 91. So the answer is 91 by 30. But what you are able to see here is 19 by 30. So in CET, sometimes what happens is you may get 1 or 2 questions. Either the questions themselves are wrong or questions are correct, but the options are not correct. So you solve a question, you get an answer, it's not available in the options, you again solve it. Again, if you feel that you are getting the same answer, but the answer is not there in the option, don't think that you are wrong. Maybe options are given wrong. So you leave it at that and go to the next question. Okay, so usually there is always a possibility of making a mistake. So 1 or 2 questions, there may be a possibility of having a typing error. Here the question answer should have been 91 by 30, but by mistake it has been typed as 19 by 30. Okay, so if you get an answer and if it is not there, you should not again solve the same question again and again. That will be a waste of time. You do it twice. If it is not there, maybe there is a mistake in the question, proceed for the next. Okay, now what is the next question? Area of the region bounded by x is equal to 80 squared, y is equal to 280 between the ordinates corresponding to t equal to 1 and t equal to 2. So you should remember that x is equal to 80 square, y is equal to 280 actually represents the parabola y squared equal to 4ax. Can you see that if I put x equal to 80 squared, what I get? 4a into 80 squared, that is 4a squared t squared. This y is 280, that will also become 4a squared t squared. So x squared equal to 80 squared, y is equal to 280 always represents a parabola. It is actually parametric representation of a parabola. And t is 1 means how much will be x? X will be a. T is 2 means x will be 4a. X is a into t squared. So a into 2 squared, which is 4a. So what you have to find is, this is the parabola y squared equal to 4ax. Say, let us say this is x equal to a. Let us say this is x equal to 4a. So you have to find this area. But what you can do, you can find this area and then multiply it by 2 because of symmetry. So area is 2 times area in first quadrant. For area in first quadrant, from where to where x varies? X varies from a to 4a. And can you see that the area is bounded by x-axis? So what is the formula? Is y dx. So this is 2 times a to 4a root of 4ax dx. That is, root 4 means 2, root a is as it is. Now this is x to the power half. What is integral of x power half? X power half plus 1 divided by half plus 1. Half means, half plus 1 means 3 by 2. So it is x to the power 3 by 2 divided by x to the power 3 by 2. So the 2 comes to the numerator. 2 into 2 into 2 will become what? 8 by 3 root a into 4a to the power 3 by 2 minus a to the power 3 by 2. 4a to the power 3 by 2 minus a to the power 3 by 2. So 8 by 3 root a to the power 3 by 2. What is 4 power 3 by 2? 4 power 3 by 2 means it is 4 power half whole cube. 4 power half means root 4, which is 2. So what I get is 8. Is it not? So the 8 is 4 power 3 by 2. Therefore, this is 8 minus 1. So what is the answer? If I write it here, 7 into 8 is 56 divided by 3, a power half, a power 3 by 2, which is a power half plus 3 by 2, a to the power 4 by 2, which is a squared. So the answer is second option. Right? Let's go for the next question. The area of the region enclosed between the parabola y is equal to x squared and the pair of lines y is equal to mod x. So here again, y is equal to mod x graph is this. Correct? Y is equal to x squared graph is this. What is asked is this area. Again, what you can take? Area is 2 times area in first quadrant. And here, this is y is equal to x. This is y is equal to x squared. So x squared equal to x. What does it mean? Either x must be 0 or x must be 1. So it is this area minus this area. So what do I do? As I said, what we can do, x varying from 0 to 1, curve 1 minus curve 2. Okay. For the first curve, what is y? Is x. For the second curve, what is y? Is x squared. By any chance, if you write x squared first, x next, no issues. What you get is a negative value. So while writing, you make it positive because area will always be positive. So this is 2 into integral of x is x squared by 2. X squared is x cubed by 3 from 0 to 1. So what I get is 2 into half minus 1 by 3. That is 2 into 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3 will be 1 by 6. So the area is 1 by 3. That is the second option. Okay. Let's go for the next question. The area of the region bounded by the lines y is equal to mx, x equal to 1, x equal to 2 and x-axis is 6 square units. You have to find the value of m. What does y is equal to mx represents? Does it represent a straight line passing through the origin? So y is equal to mx represents a straight line passing through the origin. Correct? Now one line is x equal to 1, another line is x equal to 2. So this area is given to be how much? Is given to be how much? Is given to be 6. But as such, you don't have to do integration here. You can use your earlier geometry that you have learned. Can you see that at this point x is 1, let me call it as say a, b, c, d. Can you see that the point c is, on this point c is 2, y is mx, therefore can I say y is 2m? Similarly, at D, x is 1. This is the line y is equal to mx. Therefore, y is m. So, can you see that area is same as area of trapezium? And how much is the area given to be? 6. How do you find the area of a trapezium? Half into height, that is AB, into sum of parallel sides. What are the parallel sides? AD plus BC. So this is 6 is equal to half into, what is this distance? This is the height. This is 1, this is 2. Therefore, the distance is 1. Now, this length is what? This coordinate of y coordinate is what here? M. So, it is m. What is y coordinate here? Is 2m. So, 2m plus m is 3m. So, what I get is 3m by 2. So, 6 is 3m by 2. Therefore, how much should be m? M should be 4. That is this value. Actually, this question was asked with the intention that you should do integration and find out the value. But most of the cases, without doing integration, using the geometry, knowing the geometry, you can solve the question. Okay. Next question is area of the region bounded by two parabolas, y is equal to x squared and x is equal to y squared. So remember this as a standard result. If you have y squared equal to 4ax and x squared is equal to 4by, area is 4a into 4b divided by 3. What is area? 4a into 4b divided by 3. When is this formula valid? Your y quadratic coefficient should be 1. Your quadratic coefficient should be 1. And linear coefficients, you should take the product. As an example, if I want y squared is equal to 4x, x squared is equal to 4y. What is the area? It is 4 into 4 divided by 3, 16 divided by 3. Suppose say I have 2y squared equal to 3x, 4x squared is equal to 5y. Then what is my area? I have to look at the coefficient of x, but coefficient of y squared should be made 1. So can you see that this 2 should be shifted here? So what is coefficient of x? Is 3 by 2. What is coefficient of y? Is 5 by 4 divided by 3. So this 3 and this 3 gets cancelled. Area is 5 divided by 8. So here now what I have, x squared is equal to y squared is equal to x. Therefore, area is y coefficient, x coefficient divided by 3. So it is 1 by 3. So remember it like this, it becomes easy. You don't have to draw the figure and do the integration. Y squared equal to 4ax, x squared equal to 4by. What is the area? 4a into 4b divided by 3. What are the two things that you need to take care? That x coefficient should be, quadratic terms coefficient should be 1, and you take the product of the coefficients of linear terms. Okay. Next question, the area bounded by y is equal to x cube, y is equal to 8 and x equal to 0. Just now I have drawn the graph of y is equal to x cube once. So you should remember the graph of y is equal to x cube. So y is equal to x cube is this. Y is equal to 8 is this. And x is equal to 0 means y-axis. So what is asked? What is asked is this area. And can you see that this area is bounded by y-axis? Because it is bounded by y-axis, area should be what? X dy. And from where to where y varies? They have given y varies from 0 to 8. X is 0 means y-axis. This x is 0 means y-axis. What is x now from the equation? Y power 1 by 3. And what is integral of y power 1 by 3? Y power 1 by 3 plus 1, 1 by 3 plus 1. From where to where? 0 to 8. So 1 by 3 plus 1 will be what? 4 by 3. This becomes 3 by 4. Y power 4 by 3. 0 to 8. For 0, anyway, it will be 0. 8 to the power 4 by 3. So this is 3 by 4 into 2 power 4. That is 16 by 4. That is 4. The value is 12. 8 power 4 by 3, how do you simplify? It is 2 cube to the power 4 by 3. That is 2 into 4 by 3. So it is 2 power 4, which is 16. And 16 divided by 4 is 4. 3 into 4 is 12. So what is the area bounded? Is 12 square units. Let us go for differential equations. What is a differential equation? Any equation involving derivatives of an unknown variable or an unknown function is called a differential equation. Now, the highest order derivative occurring in the differential equation is called the order of the differential equation. And if the equation is a polynomial function, as far as the derivatives are concerned, then the highest order derivative, you find what is its power, and that is called the degree of the differential equation. So the degree of the differential equation is defined only if it is a polynomial as far as derivatives are concerned. If there are any fractional powers, You must first eliminate those fractional powers, reduce them to whole powers, then only you can mention the degree. Now, if suppose say a differential equation contains nth order derivative, I say that it is an nth order differential equation. Now, if I am given an equation which involves n arbitrary constants, I need to differentiate it n times to get the differential equation. So whenever we form a differential equation, if there is one arbitrary constant, I have to differentiate and get rid of that arbitrary constant. So my differential equation will be of order 1. If there are two arbitrary constants, we need to differentiate twice. Similarly, if there is the number of arbitrary constants is 3, we need to differentiate thrice, and so on. Now let us look at some questions on degree. The order and degree of the differential equation is, so when you see this equation, there is a possibility that you may see that dy by dx is raised to the power 1, therefore the degree is 1. It is not so. It is y is x dy by dx 2 by dy by dx. What you have to do? You have to make dy by dx as common denominator. It becomes x dy by dx whole square plus 2. And if I cross multiply, what I get is x dy by dx is, y dy by dx is x into dy by dx whole square plus 2. So what is the order? Only the first order derivative is 0. First order derivative is present. Therefore, the order should be 1. And what is the degree? Degree is the power of dy by dx. And what is the power of dy by dx? Is 2. So what is the answer? Is the fourth option. Understand that you may think that here dy by dx is raised to the power 1. Okay, so when we say degree, what we mean is the highest possible power of a particular function or particular term. Here the particular term is dy by dx, its highest power is 2, therefore degree is 2. The order of the differential equation obtained by eliminating arbitrary constants in the family of curves. This is the equation given, C1y is equal to C2 plus C3 e power x plus C4. So when you look at the differential equation, when you look at the equation, you may have a feeling that the differential equation should be of order 4 because there are 4 arbitrary constants. But it is not so. Why it is not so? Can you see that I can write C2 plus C3 as some C dash e power x e power C4. This C2 plus C3, I will take it as C dash. Now what I have? C1y, C dash, e power C4, e power x. Now this C dash e power C4, I will take it as some A. So C1y will be A e power x. Now this y, I will write it as A by C1, and that I will write it as some. So what I actually have is the equation y is equal to b e power a x, where there is only one arbitrary constant. Therefore, the order would be 1. I'll repeat, this C2 plus C3 I can combine and call it as another constant C dash. This e power x plus C4 is e power x, e power C4. E power C4, I can combine it with C dash and call it as some other constant A. Then I can shift this C1 to the denominator and take A by C1 as some other constant, say B. So what I get is this whole equation is same as this equation. Y is equal to b e power x. Therefore, there is only one arbitrary constant and therefore the order has to be 1. Now, which of the following is true? First question says the degree of the differential equation is 1. which is not the case. Why? You have a term e power dy by dx. So degree is not defined. Correct? Because I have said that it should be a polynomial in, as far as the derivatives are concerned, it should be a polynomial. Now e power dy by dx means it's not a polynomial, therefore degree is not defined. Can you see that here also dy by dx comes inside the sign, therefore degree is not defined. This one says the order of the differential equation is 3, but the order here is how much? Is 2, because the second order derivative is occurring. So order is 2, but it is said it is 3. Therefore, this is also not correct option, and hence this should be the option. Yes, the differential equation obtained by eliminating arbitrary constant in y is equal to a sin 2x, b cos 2x. So what I have here, y is a sin 2x plus b cos 2x. So let me differentiate. What will be y dash? A into 2 cos 2x plus b into minus 2 sin 2x. Correct. Let me get the second order derivative. A into cos 2x will be what? Minus 2 sin 2x. There is already a minus 2. So it becomes minus 4 sin 2x plus b into sin 2x is 2 cos 2x. There is already a 2. So 2 cos 2x. So now if I take out minus 4, what I get is a sin 2x plus b cos 2x, which is minus 4y. So the answer is third option. Y double dash is equal to minus 4y. Okay. Now let us consider a circle touching y-axis at the origin. It should be like this, is it not? So a family of curves can be represented by a single differential equation. That is the beauty of differential equation, and that is the efficiency of differential equation. That is why any system you take, it will always be represented by a differential equation. You solve the system, you get the required properties of the system. Now I can see that if I take this point as let me remove one of the circles there. So I'll remove this. Now, if I take this as the center, center will be what? A comma 0. Radius will also be A. So how exactly the equation of the circle looks like? X minus h whole square, y minus k whole square equal to r square. Here r is A, h is A, and k is 0. So this equation is x squared plus a squared minus 2ax plus y squared equal to a squared. This a squared gets cancels. Y squared minus 2ax equal to 0. Now as it is, I can differentiate this and I can get the value for a and substitute in this equation. But that will be an unnecessary headache. So what I will do, I will write it like this. Just check if that is all right. What I am doing, I'll shift this minus 2ax to the right. It becomes 2ax. That x I will shift it to the denominator. What I get is 2a. Now can you see that the right hand side is a constant? As soon as I differentiate, that constant goes. So I don't have to again do the substitution. So how do I differentiate? Denominator into derivative of the numerator minus numerator into derivative of the denominator divided by square of the denominator should be 0. Now can you see that numerator divided by denominator is 0 implies that numerator should be 0. So from here what I get is 2x squared plus 2xy dy by dx minus x squared minus y squared equal to 0. So 2x squared minus x squared gives me x squared, then minus y squared plus 2xy dy by dx equal to 0. So the option is the second option. Let's go for the next one. Suppose say you consider an equation, if it is of the form f of x gx plus g of y into dy equal to 0, where dx coefficient is function of x alone, dy coefficient is function of y alone, then I say that this is a variable separable differential equation. And solution of this is very simple. It is f of x dx integral g of y dy is equal to a c. Because whenever we integrate, we put a constant. Otherwise also this is a first order differential equation. Its solution should have one arbitrary constant. So variable separable equations are easy to solve. So let us see some examples. What I have is dx by x plus dy by y equal to 0. Can you see that dx coefficient contains only x, dy coefficient contains only y. So it is integral dx by x plus integral dy by y is equal to a constant that we will see what we have to take once we simplify the left hand side. Integral of 1 by x is log x, 1 by y is log y. So this is log of xy. So conveniently, I will choose the constant of integration to be log c. Dropping log on both sides, I get the solution as xy is equal to c. Correct? Next one, 1 plus cos x into dx equal to 1 minus cos x into dx. So this is not dx, it is dy. So can you see that I can write it as dy by dx, or let me just take dy only. What is dy from here? 1 minus cos x divided by 1 plus cos x into dx, right? So what is 1 minus cos x formula? 2 sine squared x by 2. What is the formula for cos x? 1 plus cos x, 2 cos squared x by 2. So you can get 2 cancelled. What remains is tan squared x by 2. And how do you integrate tan squared? You write tan squared as what? Secant squared x by 2 minus 1. Now dx coefficient is function of x alone, dy coefficient is function of y alone. So y is equal to integral of secant squared x is what? Tan x by 2. X coefficient you should not forget, you should divide by the x coefficient. Integral of 1 is x, constant of integration. This 2 comes to the numerator. It is 2 tan x by 2 minus x plus c, which is that is the third option, where of course that equal to is missing. Okay. Next, y dx minus x squared y dx equal to x dy. So what I have done here, I have taken dx terms on one side, dy terms on the other. From these two terms, can I take y outside? what will I get? 1 minus x squared into dx. Now can you see that x has no job here, it can be shifted here, and this y is nowhere useful here, I can shift it here. So what I get? 1 minus x squared by x dx 1 by y into dy. Now can you see that the variables are separated? So what do I get? 1 by x minus x by x into dx equal to 1 by y dy. 1 by x is what? Log x minus x squared by 2 equal to log y plus log c. Anyway, c is coming alone, so let us not use log. I can simply use only c. Correct? Now, if I shift this log y term to this side, I will get log x by y plus minus x squared by 2. But there is only one term containing log x by y, but that has plus x squared by 2. Therefore, what I'll do is I'll shift this itself to the other side. I'll write it as log y. I'll shift log x to the other side, it becomes minus log x. I'll shift x squared by 2 to the other side, it becomes plus x squared by 2. I'll shift c to the other side, it becomes minus c. Can you see that now this is log of y by x plus x squared by 2. This minus c, I can call it as some c dash. So the answer would be fourth option. Log of y by x plus x squared by 2 equal to c dash. Here again, I don't want log x as a coefficient of, just a minute. So I want log x and dx together. So I will retain them. And this y and log y I don't want here. So I will shift it there. Can you see that the variables are separated now? So I just have to integrate integral of log x dx plus integral of 1 by log y 1 by y dy equal to c. Remember the integral of log x, it is standard result. It is, you have to integrate it by parts. So it is x log x minus x plus, I will substitute log y as t. Then what will be 1 by y dy is dt. So what I get is 1 by t dt, which is log t. Can you see that? I'll get 1 by t into dt. 1 by t into dt. 1 by t means what? Log t. But what is our t? Is log y. So which is the correct option? X log x minus log x log of log y equal to c. Correct? Next question. Solution of x dy equal to say y dx. This gives you what? Dy by y is equal to dx by x. What is dy by y integral? Log y is equal to log x. For convenience, I will take the constant of integration as log c. So what will I get? Log m plus log n is log m into n. So log x plus log c is log of c into x. Log can be dropped on either side. Y is equal to cx, which represents what? A straight line passing through the origin. You must have learned during first PU that a straight line in the slope intercept form looks like y is equal to mx plus c. If c is 0, it is y is equal to mx. which is a straight line which passes through the origin, right? Now what I have, x dy by dx equal to y into log of y by x plus 1. So maybe I will shift this x here. What I get is dy by dx is y by x log of y by x plus 1. Check if that is all right. This is dy by dx. There is an x. Log y minus log x is log of y by x. There is a y by x. Therefore, I will shift this x here. I get y by x. Now, what I will do is, I will substitute y by x as some t. So, what is y? X into t. So, what is dy by dx? X into dt by dx plus t into derivative of x. So what I get, dy by dx is x dt by dx plus t equal to y by x means t log t plus 1. So x into dt by dx will be t log t. Can you see that? This is t into 1 will be t. That t and this t gets cancels. What remains is t log t. Now if I separate the variables, do I get dt by t log t equal to dx by x? This t log t comes here, x goes there, dx goes here, x comes here. Just now we did this integration. How is the integral? You have to put log t is equal to some say z. 1 by t dt will become dz. And what is integral of 1 by z? Log z. So this is log of log t equal to 1 by x means log x. Both terms have log. So I will take log c. So this will be log of log t is equal to log cx. Log m plus log n. Log can be dropped on both the sides. T is equal to no. Log t is equal to cx. But what is your t? What is your t? Is y by x. So what you get is log of y by x is equal to cx. That is this option. Fine? Okay. Let's go for the next one. Dy by dx is 1 plus 6x e to the power x minus y. Here neither I can separate x and y, in which case I will go for the substitution. X minus y is equal to z. I'll differentiate. What do I get? 1 minus dy by dx is equal to dz by dx. Therefore, dy by dx is 1 minus dz by dx. So from here you get 1 minus dz by dx is 1 plus 6x e power t. This one gets cancels with this one. So your minus dz is 6x dx. Here it is e power minus z. This is not t. It is z. So I'll shift this e power z to the denominator. I'll shift this dx to the numerator. Okay. So this will be what? Let me write it once again. So this is dz by e power z. There is a minus sign. So that becomes minus e power minus z equal to 6x dx. Now if I integrate, what is integral of e power minus z? E power minus z by minus 1. And what is integral of x? X squared by 2 plus c. This minus and this minus will become plus. What remains is e power minus z is equal to 3x squared plus c. Z is x minus y. Therefore, minus z will be y minus x. So, it is e power y minus x is equal to 3x squared plus c. That is the first option. Right? So the next question, what I have here, dy by dx plus 1 by x into y equal to 3x. Can you see that this is a linear differential equation? So I have to find the integrating factor, e power integral 1 by x dx. And what is e power 1 by x? I mean 1 by x integral is log x. E and log are inverse functions of each other. Therefore, what I get is x. So what should be the solution? Y into integrating factor equal to integral of q into integrating factor plus c. So this is xy is equal to 3x squared means x cube plus c. Where is that? So this is y is equal to x cube plus c divided by x, that is x squared plus c by x, that is fourth option. Can you see that the solution is so simple? So don't leave this topic, just you need to brush up, that's all. Only two steps. So integrating factor is x, y into integrating factor equal to integral of q into integrating factor plus c, that's all. Okay. So the next question, the solution of the differential equation. What I have there, x dy by dx plus 2y equal to x squared. So dy by dx plus 2 by x into y equal to x. I have to always make dy by dx coefficient 1. So I am dividing by x. Now what is my p? P is 2 by x. What is Q? Q is x. So integrating factor is e power integral 2 by x dx. And what is that? 2 log x. And 2 can be shifted to the power. And e and log are inverse functions of each other. So they get cancelled. What remains is x squared. So therefore, what is the solution? Y into integrating factor equal to integral of x into integrating factor plus c. So this is yx squared equal to x cube, integral is x power 4. So divide by x squared, you get x power 4 by 4x squared plus c by x squared. So it is x squared by 4 plus c by x squared, that you can check, it is not there. So you have to, that means you have to make some changes in your solution. What changes you will make? You can rewrite the solution as I said, choice is yours about c. Instead of writing c, you write it as c by 4. So can you see that x squared y, you can write it as x power 4 plus c. Now what will be your y? Y is x power 4 plus c divided by 4x squared. this x squared comes here. In case, so this is divided by 4. So which is the answer? This is your y. Y is x power 4 plus c by 4x square. That is the first option. So as I said, you have to conveniently choose the constant c. Okay, so let us look at question number 25. I can rewrite it as cos x dy by dx equal to y sin x minus y squared. Now can you see that sin x cos x is coming, therefore it is not linear in x. There is an y squared, therefore it is not linear in y. But by dividing by y squared, let me check if I can reduce it to linear. So it is 1 by y squared dy by dx, 1 by y sin x minus 1. Now I will substitute 1 by y as t. Then what will be the derivative? Minus 1 by y squared dy by dx will be dt by dx. So this equation becomes cos x minus dt by dx equal to 1 by y is t sin x minus 1. So it is minus cos x dt by dx minus t sin x equal to minus 1. So let us multiply by negative sign. I get cos x dt by dx plus sin x into t equal to 1. I will divide by cos x. So it is dt by dx. Sin x by cos x means tan x into t equal to 1 by cos x means secant x. So the integrating factor is e power integral tan x. And what is integral of tan x? Is log of secant x. E and log gets cancelled. What remains is secant x. And therefore, what would be my solution? T into secant x equal to integral of q. What is q? Is secant x into integrating factor plus c. And that gives, what was our t? T is 1 by y. So 1 by y into secant x equal to, the secant x into secant x is secant squared x. Its integral is tan x plus c. Tan x plus y, no, plus c. So I cross multiply, I get the solution as secant x equal to, just a minute, okay, secant x is equal to y into tan x plus c. That is the first option. Okay, let's go for the next question. The general solution of, can you see that I can write it as dy by dx minus 2xy by x squared equal to x power 4 cos x by x squared. To make dy by dx coefficient 1, and I see that y is occurring alone. So maybe it is linear in y. So I'll try to write it as a linear in y. So this I get dy by dx minus 2 by x into y equal to x squared cos x. So what is the integrating factor? E power integral 2 by x dx e power minus 2 log x, that is log x power minus 2, that is what? x power minus 2, because e and log gets cancels. What remains is 1 by x squared. So if what is the solution? Y into integrating factor equal to integral of q y into integrating factor q into integrating factor plus c. So this is y by x squared equal to sin x plus c. So y is x squared into sin x plus c. That is the second option. Is this fine? Next question. The solution x dy by dx minus y equal to 3. Again, dy by dx coefficient should be made 1. So you write it as divide by x. Now what is the integrating factor? E power minus 1 by x dx e power minus log x, that is e power log x to the power minus 1, x power minus 1, which is 1 by x. Therefore, the solution is y into integrating factor equal to integral of q into integrating factor plus c. So this is y by x 1 by x squared. What is integral of 1 by x squared? Is minus 1 by x. Now if I multiply throughout by x, do I get y is equal to minus 3 plus cx, which represents what? A straight line. Y is equal to minus 3 plus cx, which represents a straight line. Now this question is simple. X dy by dx plus 2y equal to x square. What is asked is integrating factor. As I said, you should always make dy by dx coefficient 1. So divide by x. So it is 2 by x into y equal to x squared by x. Here I don't have to solve it. I just need to get the integrating factor. I just need to get the integrating factor. So integral of 2 by x dx 2 log x log of x squared. So it is x squared. That is the third option. Similar question, dy by dx minus 1 by x into y, x power 4 minus 3x by x. Now you have practiced so much. What is this? E power minus 1 by x dx, that is e power minus log x, which is 1 by x. So this is a simple question. So integrating factor can be asked. So learn it properly. The slope of a curve at any point on it is the reciprocal of twice the ordinate at that point. If the curve passes through 4, 3, then its equation is slope of a curve. Is it represented by dy by dx? So what does dy by dx geometrically represents? Slope of the tangent to a curve at a point. So you can draw a tangent means derivative exists. You cannot draw a tangent means derivative does not exist. So dy by dx is given to be what? 1 by 2 times the ordinate with reciprocal, of course. So can I write it as 2y dy is equal to dx, which is variable separable, And when I integrate, I get y squared is equal to x plus c. Now it is given that it passes through the point 4 comma 3. So 3 squared should be 4 plus c. 9 minus 4 is c. Therefore c is 5. So if I put it in this, what I get is y squared is equal to x squared plus 5, and that is the fourth option. Okay. So thank you. All the best for your exams.